Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Happy Hour and Home. I am your co-host Eric, and with me is Brian.
Brian here. Yep. If you guys are tuning in first time,
Yes.
I am the executive chef owner of Ingrained Baking Company.
Awesome. And I own And Home with my wonderful wife Liz. So you'll see us at the store in Chester, New Jersey. So come on by and say hello. Just before we get started, just a quick reminder, this is kind of a crazy COVID time. Brian and I are in each other's, friend circle. We're, very safe. So that's why we're not wearing masks. Normally we are all masked up when we're out in public, but just as a quick PSA there. But today I think we have a really special treat. We are going to make an Irish coffee and a Red Leg Rebellion.
Yes.
So Brian's going to tell you in a minute what exactly both of those things are. But you'll see a few really cool products specialized or featured in our store today. We have a really cool sake set that we're going to show you, what to do with this in a minute. But then we're also going to feature our drink today in a hand-blown glass from JFR out of Texas. So a lot of really cool stuff that we'll put on display, but I think you guys are here to see some drinks, so we're going to jump right into it. And what's really cool about most of our stuff in the store is half of it is local. So if you are a local Chesterite, if you will, or from the Chestorian maybe, yes. Or local from Morris County, New Jersey, most of the stuff at And Home is from this area. So. But everything is handmade regardless, really focused on bringing some of the best artists together. So without further ado, I'll stop rambling, and I'm sure you guys want to see Brian cut this lime like a professional, and we'll jump right into the drink. So Brian, why don't you kind of show us what we're here for?
So the first drink is a Red Leg Rebellion. I discovered this drink through my wife's family.
Okay.
They recently went to Ireland, way before COVID, of course, and they had this drink there. They used some different ingredients that they had in Ireland. We're going to do a little bit different today. Mm-hmm. But first, I wanted to show you guys how I cut a lime. There was one day back when I was in the restaurant, and I was breaking down boxes, and I saw on the bottom of a box of limes a different way to cut a lime. And me and the chef, we ran right inside and we tried it to see if it worked.
So you're telling me you learned how to cut a line not from culinary school, but from the bottom of a box?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anybody can do this, guys, so pay close attention.
Mm-hmm. So it's similar to cutting a mango. We're going to cut off what I like to call the arms and the legs.
Yes, naturally.
Okay. So you stand up your lime. We're going to go ahead and, starting from the middle, a little bit offset, cut down one side, and then we'll cut down the other. And then that leaves us this middle piece that I call the arms, and you are left with the core. So if you take a look, all the segments are now exposed, mm-hmm. and you can get much more juice out.
Okay.
So out of just one piece,
oh yeah, wow, look at that.
Look at how much juice you're going to get out of there. And it's way more than if you're just going to cut, wedges or something like that.
Or if you're using the juicer at home, right?
Yeah, which, then you have it dripping down your arm.
Lots of pulp.
Yeah. Yep. And I usually strain all of my citrus juice for drinks because of that pulp. It just has a better mouthfeel when you don't.
You don't want to chew your drink.
I mean, you do if it's breakfast.
Right.
So
it's not breakfast.
I preloaded this guy up with some ice. Next, let's get to the good stuff. We have some Irish whiskey. We are going to do 3 ounces. That's 2. Whoops, almost way more than we needed. And 3.
And you guys are probably going to notice a theme in today's episode. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. So that's why we're here. We're featuring Irish whiskey. We're using Jameson, a little plug there, but that's okay. Use whatever you want, right? So some of these ingredients that Brian's going to mention, swap them out, get creative with it. Yeah. But the fundamentals still remain the same. And then we'll show you the second drink here in a minute, but that's going to be in the same theme. Yeah,
this originally was made with Teeling's Irish whiskey, which is fantastic. It's actually kind of more of a small batch, a little bit more of a craft liquor. Mm-hmm. The next ingredient in this drink is Cointreau. You could use triple sec. I wouldn't. I typically just don't enjoy it. I always spring for the higher elevated liquor.
Okay.
So the Cointreau and they use velvet falernum, which is kind of like a lemon lime liqueur with ginger notes and almond notes.
Probably not something everybody has laying around.
No, I prefer to use Frangelico instead, because it kind of has that nutty almond flavor to go along with it.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and add 2 ounces of that, 2 ounces of the Cointreau. On top of that, we're going to add 2 ounces of lime juice, 2 ounces of pineapple juice. Now that the days are going to start getting longer, you can start thinking about those beach drinks, and this is a great one.
This is a great one.
And we're done. We're going to go ahead and shake it up.
All right.
Go ahead and shake until that is nice and frosty on the outside. In we go.
Look at that.
And here's your wedge for garnish.
It's beautiful.
Give that a
All
shot.
right, let me give it a whirl. Cheers. Is there an Irish
Slanche.
slanche?
Yeah. Pronunciation is probably not there.
No, it's not. So we probably offended some folks, but sorry.
What do you think?
Hits a spot. You're right. I could see this, on the beach. Very refreshing. Almost like a pina colada type of flavor to it, right? The lime, the pineapple comes out.
But then you have that nutty flavor coming in.
You do.
From the Frangelico, and that's going to kind of round it out, make it a little bit warmer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. Hits a spot.
All right.
All right.
Next up, I'm going to let you take the wheel on this one.
Okay.
It's not that difficult.
No.
You'll be okay.
Anybody can do it.
Yes. You will be needing this guy.
All
That's
right.
for sure.
So, some people like to just warm up with a little cup of coffee in the morning. Well, we're going to kick it up a notch with some Irish coffee today. So, a little treat.
Yes.
So
one might say to top of your morning.
Oh, trying to work that in. I like it. So, again, we're going to feature our Stonehouse Studio sake set today because we're going to make almost like a shooter version of an Irish coffee. So, what's our first step here, Brian?
Let's go ahead and pour our coffee in.
Okay, very good. So I got my coffee in my pitcher here.
Yeah, I'll go about 3/4 of the way up.
Okay.
Leaving room for the better ingredients going in.
Yeah. All right, so I'm about 3/4 of the way up in my little shooters.
All right.
Put that over there, out of the way.
Let's go ahead and add 1 ounce of your Irish whiskey.
Okay. Depending how Irish you are, you can add a few more ounces. Am I right?
You could just be drinking Jameson for breakfast.
You could.
All the way to the top.
Look at that. I'm Slovak, so.
There
we go.
Yes.
All right. I don't want to make a huge mess here. So.
You got it.
Woo!
Pour with confidence. The slower you pour something, the more likely you are to actually spill.
Feels like I work in a bar here, making a big mess. There we go.
All right.
All right.
You're going to need this to do a 1/2 ounce of your Irish cream.
Very good. Look at that. A little Irish cream's going in.
Yep. Now it actually looks like a cup of coffee.
It looks good. Bring this to work with you. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Give these a quick stir.
Okay. All right.
And it wouldn't be a decadent coffee without some whipped cream.
That's
so I went ahead and prepared some whipped cream.
Yes.
I wanted to throw Eric a curveball and put it into a squirt container.
Yeah, I thought it was mayonnaise, but it's not. No mayo here.
Do your best.
All right. Okay.
See? Now it almost looks like a little bit of a clover leaf.
I was going to say, I'm making clovers in here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
There we go. All right.
And one more thing to top this off. Let's try something different. Put a little bit of sugar on top of these guys.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And let's get some fire.
Yeah. Cut your letter.
Yeah.
Brian, safety first.
Okay. You must have been a Boy Scout.
Yes. You know what they say? The guy near the flame and not the one holding the torch should be wearing the glasses. Woo!
I don't recommend doing that at home. Because
Unless you're in your garage.
you could shatter the glass. but
Yeah.
being professionals,
Yes. We know what
we wanted to give ourselves a nice little crust on top.
Awesome.
What do you say? Cheers. Don't burn your lips.
Cheers. Ooh, that's hot. There we go.
Cheers, everyone.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll do.
That's really good.
Yep.
Awesome. So just a quick recap, and we'll wrap it up here. This was your Irish coffee with a little Irish whiskey. We have a little Irish cream in here, and then some whipped cream, and obviously your coffee. So hit the spot. So and then our red
Leg Rebellion.
Rebellion. There
Yes.
we go. I want to call it a red head rebellion, but I just know that's not right. So
No, that is a
here we
different
are.
drink.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. We'll have the recipe on the link below, or linked up below on the post. So check it out, and look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
Cheers.